What's up, everybody, and welcome to the 32nd episode on my 1976 F750 Crew Cab build series. In the previous episode, you watched Kyle and I morph together my 1976 steering wheel with my 2016 steering wheel column assembly, which means in today's video, we are headed to Kyle's shop because we need to media blast and weld out the steering wheel and finalize it to be installed back into the truck so we can test start the engine. So let's get to work. All right, Kyle, you want to let us know where we're at and what we're doing?
We're at my work. We're just going to use a bee blaster, and they have a welder here we can use to weld up to. We have a welder at home, but we don't have a bee blaster, so we'll just do both parts here. We're going to use the P-Nex. The P-Nex.
No pun intended.
For peening. That's why we wanted to bee blast it. That's a lot of all the weld splatter. So I don't like it. I heard Hillary Duff's like making a comeback.
Dude, she's on like tour right now.
I haven't, like, what has she been doing since?
She has like 3 or 4 kids. So,
no, I mean for like content or acting. Like, is she an actor or she's just like?
Maybe she made so much money that she doesn't need to worry about it.
I haven't seen a picture of Hillary Duff since literally like middle school. I don't even know what she looks like as a mom, you know? So if Joe ends up looking in the wrong spot, it's probably because he's closing his eyes, because as soon as I start to weld, he's going to be closing his eyes, just pointing the camera. I don't want this thing to try to warp with as much heat that we're going to end up putting in it. So what I'm going to do is weld a little bit, turn it, weld the other side, and do the same thing. A lot different welding, huh?
Yeah, no kidding.
But this stuff puts down some material. That was a good one. That was a less of an awkward angle. But you can see how much more heat it puts into it. So it's probably a safer thing that we're welding it with this welder too, just because we know we're gonna have very, very good penetration. So safe and stronger. Safe is stronger. So that's kind of just the outside, you know. So now we're going to weld the inside of the actual adapter, so we have a good weld on there as well. But what I'll probably do is we'll probably bead blast it first, clean this up, do a weld around there. That way I'm not trying to burn through the slag that's built up, because you'll see the slag once I start chipping it off. hard to get to.
I bet.
Just filled it in, 'cause why not? Feel the heat from it. The steam. Oh my gosh. Steam burns.
Dude, that is hot still. I mean, look how fast it's drying.
Yeah. Or evaporating, I should say. It's always a good idea to unhook your air drill when you're changing bits out, because I've done it before where I didn't do that and my finger slips and pushes it and then it goes ah! I'm like ow ow, so unplug it, otherwise you might do something like me. Go a little bit bigger.
Oh, that's how it's supposed to cut.
Oh, it is kind of down all the way, isn't it?
It is, yeah. We had about 1/8 of an inch on the bottom down there.
I feel like it's stopping on those stupid posts on these things.
Oh, yeah. How's it feel?
It's alright. What do you think?
I like it. Brittany's like, where the hell are you guys?
I know.
All right, you guys, we are back at Kyle's shop, and I wanted to give you guys an up-close and personal look at the post-welded and post-sandblasted steering wheel that is nearing completion. So, as you guys just saw, we welded all of the areas that needed welded, and we also came into here and welded everything on the inside that I spoke about in our previous video, and it is now officially welded. So essentially, going forward, the only two things we need to finish and figure out are, one, the cap for the top and how to well, not how to, but where to drill holes and tap and have some screws in here for the removable top cap. And we also need to put some pads in here, or some way of having a spacer in there, so that way when we compress it, we can actually have the horn be live. Secondly, we need to figure out how to mount our control setup for the dash. Now, like I've said in a previous video, this is originally on the 2016 steering wheel that we popped off, and we want to incorporate it on this steering wheel somewhere throughout. We're not going to deal with this right now. We're actually going to wait until we tag team the wooden steering wheel, and at that point we will figure out just how to mount this, because we might incorporate this into the wooden steering wheel somehow. So this will be a battle for another day. I guess at the end of the day, this is it. Short and quick little video. We went to Kyle's shop, we welded everything that we need to get welded, we cleaned it all up. Like I've said, we welded the outside, the inside, all of the seams, and we are very happy with how it is. We will probably clean it up one last time before we do our custom wooden steering wheel, just because there might be some slag in some areas that we don't want to affect the wood when we set it in place. So we might do one final sanding and grinding down with some high grit non-abrasive pads, just to get a really nice smooth finish before we do a custom wooden steering wheel. Alright, you guys, that is going to be a wrap for today's video. Kyle and I finished everything we could at his shop. We have a fully welded out and media blasted 1976 F750 crew cab steering wheel. Now, I know I just mentioned in a previous clip that we have a couple more things to do before we can do our custom wooden steering wheel, but that is okay. We are making progress. So we really appreciate you guys watching. Please like and subscribe if you guys want to see more content on this truck, as well as other projects we have laying around. So thank you guys so much, and we will see you guys on the next video.